Mark Twain said, "Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see." This is the language Brianna Hosey speaks while instructing visually impaired students at Osceola Middle School. In her own life, she has turned adversity into an opportunity to help the children she cares very much about.
When I was about 12 years old, my dad had a series of strokes that caused him to go blind. It really impacted his life. He was an over-the-road truck driver for 30-something years, and he started going to Florida Center for the Blind because he looked at life completely like it was over. Started going to Florida Center for the Blind, and he came home and he was so excited after going there for a week, and he started teaching me Braille. So when they first gave it to him, they gave him half of a egg carton and put tennis balls in it, and that's how they started teaching him Braille, because there's 6 dots in a cell, and that's how he started teaching me. And I kind of brushed it off at first, to be honest, and I was excited about learning, but I didn't realize you could actually do bigger things with it. At first it was scary because you go from having your dad that could see all the time, and then here he is. At the time he didn't have a cane, and he was just running into things and having to help him. And it was sad because he was very depressed. I can't even imagine having your sight taken away from you after all the years of being able to see. But when I got to work with him, it was nice because it made us bond. It gave us a bonding moment where we got to go over all the Braille. He showed me different techniques. He showed me how to write his signature, how he learned how to write his signature again. It was a blessing and a curse all in one, but he's doing a lot better now that he knows how to use a cane, how to function every day. Now he builds birdhouses all the time, so, and he taught himself that.
The highest reward for a person's toil is not what they get for it, but what they become by it.
I always have loved kids. I've babysat all my life, and I went in the classroom and you see these kids with the disabilities, and you see how they overcome things and how they need to, they learn so much in a day. It's challenging, but you know what? They amaze me and they teach me so much that I can't even teach them as much as they teach me. I love that I can teach them every day something new. We're working on math right now, and decimals are hard in the whole Braille. Typing up math on a Brailler is a whole new challenge. And it's nice to be able to have a kid learn something new and realize, oh, I taught them this, and look how far they've come. They're doing the same exact work other kids are doing, they're just doing it in a different way. They look at it like it's harder, but when this is something you've been doing your whole life, it's really not harder. What are we gonna do first?
2 times 0. Or
do you need that 0 at it? I have had kids back at Ward Highlands that I miss dearly, and I see that one of my students actually learned Braille last year, finally, after 3 years, and it finally clicked, and I cried when she was able to go through a line and tell me what it was.
Because of days lost to Hurricane Irma, there are some changes to the school calendar you should be aware of. 4 early release days and 1 teacher workday are now full class days for all students. September 27th, October 17th, November 1st, December 6th, and January 24th. These dates were selected to keep semester exams aligned with Christmas break, as well as avoid impacting Thanksgiving week or having to return to school after Memorial Day.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. On Monday, August 28th, the superintendent, district employees, and others in the community took that first step toward realizing the goal of better health and nutrition for our Marion County Public School students. by breaking ground for a new greenhouse at Vanguard High School.
This project is FANS, which is Fitness and Nutrition in Our Schools. It is being sponsored by the Marion County Hospital District Trustees and Vanguard High School. The initiative behind this is to get our children in Marion County, we're starting with Vanguard High School, but this is a county-wide initiative to understand the importance of eating healthier and being physically active, with the end project being that all children in Marion County in the next 5 to 10 years will have a change in their lifestyles and be healthier children. Jeremy Roden and Tanya Travieso have been working on a farm to school project here at Vanguard for the last 2 years or so. So I knew them and we talked about what they were doing here, and the Marion County Hospital District wanted to do an initiative that would impact as many members of the community as possible. So we thought, what a better idea than to start a project with an existing greenhouse and farm to school program and be able to expand it. So the hospital district purchased the greenhouse for them and will purchase the other landscapes at the other schools, again, over the next 3 to 5 years. They are going to be using their ESE kids here at Vanguard, which we will now model throughout the district, because we thought what a wonderful opportunity to get these kids some trade skills, some life skills. So they'll be working in the greenhouse. They will help go educate ESE kids at other schools, at the middle schools and elementary schools. And then our FANS clubs, which are one of our student clubs, will also go out and promote. So we'll have marketing kids learning how to market menus and social media campaigns. We'll have graphic artist kids drawing things. We'll have culinary, if you have culinary at your school, helping to design healthy recipes with the stuff that's coming out of the greenhouse. So this is really trying to get everybody in the school to realize that it's not just an ag science business. That's great, and it's really important to have that, but this is about getting everybody involved in learning what all can we do with the food that we grow in the greenhouse. So the greenhouse is going to have a couple different things in it, mainly focusing on hydroponics and growing lettuce. That is going to be Vanguard's main component. Each high school will hopefully eventually have a greenhouse, and each high school will grow something different. So the one at Vanguard is going to focus on lettuce, trying to turn out 500 to 700 heads of lettuce a week to provide into the cafeteria and the surrounding community. What we hope is that in the next 3 to 5 years, we will have a greenhouse at every high school. But we will also have what we're calling learning landscapes at the middle schools. So that could be taking a school that has an existing greenhouse like Bellevue Middle School and utilizing that to grow microgreens, maybe some broccoli, teaching their kids the same things. At Fort King Middle School, we're going to be doing what's called an edible food forest. So they'll have a whole barrage of trees and shrubs and even floor flowering covering that is all edible and natural or to Florida. And then in the elementary schools, we'll have raised beds. So this will be a trickle-up effect eventually. So the elementary school kids will play in the dirt, get excited about it. They go to middle schools and they have this whole edible landscape that everybody on school can go to, and then it'll go to the high schools where now we're really pushing healthy lifestyles and nutrition.
30 years of research shows that students perform better academically, have fewer discipline problems, and become more responsible adults when fathers are actively involved in their child's education. September 27th is Dad's Take Your Child to School Day. This event is a great opportunity for dads and other male role models to make a significant difference by staying actively involved in their students' educational experience.
Because of Hurricane Irma, the Public Education Foundation has decided to extend the Coupons for Education campaign until October 6th. This is going to help us and schools generate additional revenue for their schools, and we're finding that there are several administrators in the district that are actually getting involved and being more hands-on in the process.
I've learned that things that the principal touches and does is what really moves forward. So somebody from the outside looking in would say, well, he must feel that that's something important. So I wanted to make sure that my handprint was all over Coupons for Education, because I cannot serve students and teachers the way I want to without some type of funding.
Being an administrator on campus, we know the needs of our campus, and we know what we can do with those resources that we would gain from selling the Coupons for Education. So basically we got a vested interest in it. That money can be used for such a variety of things to support the teachers in the classroom, give additional resources to our students and our staffs, and just to help us achieve our goals of academic success on our campus.
A lot of district funds are not used towards some of the rewards and incentives that we can give students and staff. And so I tell parents, students that 100% of the proceeds that I receive from Coupons for Education go straight to students and teachers. And so that's one way I try to sell Coupons for Education.
These are resources that come right back to Shady Hill Elementary. We get to use those resources right here in Shady Hill, and the foundation gets to use their part of the money to help the entire district. So it's money well spent all the way around.
You can still get your coupon books after October 6th, but we're really encouraging the community to go into the schools and purchase them directly from those schools. It makes a big difference because those schools need those additional funds to help provide the tools they need for their students and teachers. So get your books now from a school.